Just jam into the theme music.
We're here.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
It's morning. Yeah, it's morning.
This is the first test of the worldwide Casino Guitars live stream from Canada, Costa Rica, and the headquarters in Southern Pines.
So raise your hand if you're in the headquarters at work.
I mean, I'm sort of working.
I'm working. If I'm here, I'm working.
I'm on a work trip.
Derek's on vacation with a beautiful young man behind him.
Handsome.
John W. says we're like NASA, except we're real. We all know NASA's fake.
I like it.
There's no green screens here.
I feel like I'm on a Zoom call at work, Ned says. I love it.
Alex is coming to Costa Rica.
He's on the way.
Ned, we are on a Zoom call at work. That's exactly what we're on.
What is this what real people with real jobs do?
No, they don't do things. They,
Zoom
work from home.
Oh, yeah. But they usually cut off their cameras and they hide.
I think they have a meeting. They shoot a follow-up email. They circle back. They check in. And then they
Circling
go
back around. Have you guys seen, though, like when they have those meetings that they can like have all the filters behind them and like makeup on and stuff from Zoom?
Oh, yeah. You can do that in this, too. You can virtually change your background, Johnny. This is the future.
What?
I know.
Seriously? Well, now I kind of want to play with it. No, if I start doing that, I'll stop paying attention.
There you go. See, Derrick knows.
Mary Cheese says that they're usually not wearing pants. Listen, I am not wearing pants.
Oh, Jesus, Johnny.
Put them away. Put those knees away. Those ham
There's
hocks.
no pants. Listen, this is
no shorts rule.
very early
Guitars
for being on the road.
What time
If
is
you're
it
on the road,
Canada?
10 a.m. is like 5 a.m.
Is it 10 a.m. there?
10:17, yeah.
How is that possible? We're in the same
I'm on the East
time
Coast,
zone.
just like way up.
It's not how this works.
That's how it works.
So what are you doing in Canada right now, Johnny?
I am playing at the OJ Boogaloo 41st annual camp meeting in the Cree Nation.
Okay.
Place.
That makes sense. You're losing us still for a little bit. Like, what is he doing?
Yeah, I'm way out there. Playing with old Robbie Cummings. I'm wearing Robbie Cummings' hat right there. But, that's me.
Is it awesome?
It's pretty fun. I'm staying in this, like, lodge place. And so there's, like, a giant lake out right at the door. And apparently this is, like, the walleye, like, fishing capital of the world. I just had a big tournament. But it's really neat, man.
Fish.
I've been here before. This is, like, my second or third time being here. So
That sounds stupendous.
Very cool.
Oh, I miss Johnny.
And then there's Derrick.
Here we go.
Oh,
Look at that. Look at
Bam.
that, dude.
What a bunch of losers.
That is what Johnny Robb is doing right now.
A man that can be Googled.
It's true. That's
Look
him.
at that.
He's
That's
like
pretty cool.
He's like the white Christian Darius Rucker.
It's a cool looking dude.
Robbie's great, man. Robbie. I don't know you guys. I don't think I've ever met Robbie, but he's a very fun guy. He's awesome.
He is fun.
So, that's right. Well, Sean
that.
obviously has been off with Robbie.
I had
Sean's been on.
I've had the experience a couple of times. It's always
That's right.
nice. Very kind man.
You met him at the opera, right?
The Ryman.
Ryman.
Yep.
The Ryman.
The Ryman.
That's right. Whenever old Johnny Robb threw it down.
And Ricky Skaggs told Sean to break a leg. You're gonna kill it, son.
Man, you're gonna kill it. And kill it I did.
That was great.
On photos, baby.
What is Derrick doing in Costa Rica?
Partying.
Top secret.
There he is.
I see somebody.
So I am down here on vacation at a place called the Osa. No, I'm in the Osa Peninsula, and the place is called the Lapa Rios Eco Lodge.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it's
Are
about
you still
1,000.
healthy?
I'm still healthy. The food's been amazing. Gorgeous. Everything has been
Are
awesome.
you coming back? Are you
I
staying
will be.
forever?
I will be back tomorrow. We fly home.
Okay.
Hey,
been
really
here for a
come back
week.
tomorrow?
Yep. I'll get home
Wow.
late tomorrow.
Have you drank the water?
The water's amazing. It's all filtered. It's all good.
Dysentery, Oregon Trail.
Very nice.
So
We will not be
yeah,
Very
that's
waiting
nice.
for you
been great.
at the airport.
So many animals, monkeys, all sorts of cool stuff. You'll probably hear
That's cool.
monkeys outside our room. I'll
I was
flip
gonna
my
say,
camera
that's just his family.
so you can see. I don't even know if you can see. That's my.
Look at
Dang.
that.
That is pretty
Okay,
amazing.
that's pretty cool, dude.
We don't have windows in the room we're in.
What do you do? They just open from the ceiling.
They're
That's
up there.
Yeah.
So what are you on the comments,
But,
boys?
So
Let's see.
What kind of trouble can we stir up right now?
We
Somebody
got-
wants to know, is that the red eye, Baxter?
This
it's
is
not
not
the
the
red
red eye.
I could tell from here. It's not.
No,
It's too red.
there's a funny story with that because I had a fellow in the other day and he was super excited to see it. Whoa, weird.
You disconnected.
Turn that off. We don't want that thing on. I'm just gonna talk without the volume on for me.
Do it.
We had a guy come in and he wanted to play his guitar, and I was like, "Oh, I can't let it. It's not ours." But I thought this was the red eye. I was like, "Yeah, you're playing the red eye." He totally wasn't playing the red eye. I goofed up.
He believed it though. Right?
Yeah, I messed up.
It's okay. Could be worse.
Yeah, so this is the Murphy painted.
Okay. Yeah, so
And
that's not
this is the one that we love.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Which I love the red eye, but
I love that one. No, I love that one too. But that's the new love.
that's the new love. That's the old love.
This is-
Well, I was going to
this
say
is the
that we
love.
can't afford the red eye, but then I remembered I couldn't afford that either, so it didn't
Yeah.
matter.
This is unaffordable.
This is
It's great.
unobtainium.
though. I mean, it's really good. Like everything.
This is our friend Marjorie. She owns this one.
Yeah. She does an alright job. She's got a cool
It's
collection.
okay. She's covering tats. Smokes a lot.
Perfect.
Love her.
Jesus.
Ned said he thought that I had fled the country with the red eye. I mean, if that had been a great option, I would think about it.
Yeah, I mean, okay. If you're gonna steal one guitar and flee, what guitar is it? And it can't be a 59. We got to get that off the board.
Well, is
Everybody
it
gets that.
to flee and play, or to flee and like try to live off of comfortably? Yeah, I'm
Flee
still
and
in
play.
Greeny.
Flee and play.
Then it's the red eye or the one Baxter's holding.
Yeah,
You know,
This thing is really good.
yeah. That's where I'd be.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a lot of things wrong with that scenario. Like, are you taking an amp when you flee? You know, you gonna have electricity? Are you on the lam in
Yeah.
the woods?
So
Yeah.
my wife's been out of town for the past, feels like a week almost, but just since when did she leave?
Saturday.
Was it Saturday or Friday?
That was Saturday.
I can't remember. Anyway, I've like reorganized my entire house, have music stuff everywhere I want. Massive bachelor pad right now. Video
That's pretty
games,
I hate
movies.
that I'm gone for this.
guitar.
you know?
Yeah.
It's been awesome.
What about all the women?
Video games, movies, guitar.
Alex said that he would take the green Levi Perry Strat, which would be a good choice as well. That'd be a great choice.
We actually sold that green Levi strap, man. We got another green Levi.
It's not up
strap.
yet.
It is up.
Is it up?
Oh yeah, I
Oh, yeah.
got it up, baby. She's living in the real world.
Dude, that thing is nuts.
The lime green metallic thing
Over graffiti yellow.
over graffiti yellow, which I like that it's kind of blended and you
I
can't.
kind of like that too. I mean, I haven't seen it, but it sounds fun.
She's hot.
Vince wants to know where you guys are.
We're in the main studio. We're just on one of the other walls within the main studio.
Yep.
This is the drinking section of the studio, I guess.
So there it is. Look at that.
Whoa.
Who did that?
Bam, baby.
Who is this magician?
That is
Okay,
hot.
that's really good. Dang.
No, it plays so good. It's got a big headstock too. Oh,
Does it? We got a headstock pick?
yeah.
Oh,
we'll get there.
you're getting there. These are all the
Those
teasers.
are sexy knobs. Something
These are
about
the
knobs on a
bone,
Strat.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
Mm.
Jam.
I would just like to point out someone, Life is Gucci, says that Sean is always the best part of the show.
Whoa!
I mean,
Look at that.
Sean-
Nice. I like that haircut.
Sean's the best part of the day usually.
And this is where they double back around with an insult now.
Oh, that's later.
It's coming.
It's coming. Definitely, it's coming.
Life is juicy. Saves that insult for later and give it to us.
I know. I don't have my sunglasses. I'm not all.
You don't need them.
I'm not all zhuzhed up right now. You know.
I know.
Not
I like when you
sauce.
wear your sunglasses.
I know.
I like it.
Brings out a side of arrogance in a good way.
I'm just here to witness to watch Sean and Johnny talk.
Well,
What
we
do you
are
mean,
masters
but
of this.
You're
We are masters. Master talkers. It's not true. Okay, let's talk about Ned's comment. Ned, and I've seen this circulating the old
What's the comment?
gram. New guitars are more expensive when they look old. Old guitars are more expensive when they look new. I mean, it's a statement. It's not really a question. It's true, and I think it is kind of funny.
Okay, here's the counterpoint.
Oh, God.
I love old guitars that look beat up and old. That's what I want.
You love them, but they're not more expensive.
I feel like they are, right? Well, it depends, right? I'm thinking Bootlegger's Flame compared to Fresh Mint 63.
I mean, from just a collector's standpoint, right? You know how they talk about the old, and I kind of hate this saying, like when people say it, but people say it. Like I hear our best friend, Mark Agnesi says it about the crispy edges, like on the headstocks. Like, you know, the more mint that stuff is, right? It's like my son has become a nerd, and so he's like, wants to get his Pokemon cards graded. And so he's all carried about the edge. I'm like, what? I'm like, what's wrong with you? But anyways, he wants to sell them. It's all motivated by money.
Come home
I
now.
know.
Johnny, you should have them send them to me, and I'll grade them for him. We'll create a whole fake grading thing.
Apparently, I can pay you crazy money to do it. So
It's a 12. It's unheard of. It's a 12. It's gone outside of 10. That would be hilarious. We could do some dope stuff with that. We could get Logan and Elijah with that. That'd be great.
Wait, is Logan into this too?
Logan does Pokemon cards, I think.
well, the thing about it, right, is he tried to sell his Pokemon cards, some of them, to GameStop. And they're like, well, you gotta they buy them, but they're like, you gotta have them graded. So you gotta send off this bundle and have them graded. And I got all in his brain. I'm like, how do you know they're sending you your card back? I was like, they're probably taking your mint cards and giving you crappy cards that are the same and sending them back. So now it's all in his head. So I messed with him. But really, I just didn't want to pay to send off these cards to get them graded. I was like, that's
we
dumb.
all think about the government.
That's the way, Johnny. This is the way. Train them young.
Oh, Johnny.
The lizard people are coming.
I mean,
for you.
it's like when you use, like if you kill a deer and you take it to the processing plant, you don't know that's your deer they're giving you back. It's just probably giving you whatever meat's laying around.
I mean, how have we not come up with a PSA grading for guitars at this point?
I agree.
God, we could though. I mean, I feel like we probably could do that easily. I don't know.
Yeah. No,
It's fun. Well,
think
jumping back, like with the old guitars that have not been played or beat up, there's usually a reason they haven't been played. They're not as good.
That's what I was gonna say, man.
I have a really nice mint Jaguar on the wall over there that's not nearly as good as my beat up 65 Jaguar.
Well, I feel like that's why, you get these collector guitars and you get those guitars, players grade, that are going to players. And the thing that screws it is when somebody famous has one that's all beat up, and then, it's whatever, like one of the named bursts or something, it's crazy money. And it's also
Like this one.
Like that one. Just like that one.
What was her name again? Andrew?
Did Bonermeister hold that one?
Who's Bonermeister?
Jobo.
Jobo.
Who's that?
You know who Jobo
I'm
is.
playing hard to get.
I didn't know who
Your
you
biggest, your guitar hero. Your guitar hero.
Give me some more of those juicy comments.
No one would agree how to grade guitars. Some guys would rate all SGs poor and all Tellys higher.
That's because we're all guitar players are kind of assholes. So you're right. I mean that.
Well, there has to be like a grading commission.
Yes, a committee, right?
A committee, like yes, very much like in Divergent.
Yeah,
we decide which sector in.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, Derrick's talking.
We can't hear you. We can't hear the big D.
So the grade is the condition of the card, not the card itself. Intrinsic value.
Right.
So you don't get extra points for it being a Telly or a Les Paul. It's just the condition of it.
Yeah. So it would be
I'm just saying we would ruin it because you know how guitar players are. That's all.
I mean,
you're right.
Yeah. You almost label it outright where it's like crispy edges, checked paint, stuff like that, right?
Well, I mean, there's already sort of that, like, when you list your guitar on it's mint or it's excellent or it's good or fair or whatever. So, I mean, there's sort of that. Robbie
The
Adair
life
says
is-
that Trogley has a system of grading guitars with a rating 1 through 4. You can tell that we don't really watch Trogley. That doesn't surprise me.
Welcome
what I
back,
love,
troglodytes, to another episode.
I gotta say, Derek just had Life is Gucci's
Yeah, I saw
thing
that.
up, but besides the comment, that's a good looking dude. Is that really him?
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
I don't understand.
Do you think people would make up a whole personality for the internet? Are you out of your mind?
No.
Everyone's honest.
I don't think they would do
100% honest.
This is my avatar. I'm actually much uglier, which is impossible.
That's true.
Actually, a
Much
blue
more,
with a ponytail.
Much more Edward Scissorhands in real life. It's crazy.
All right.
Well, so let's answer Life is Gucci's question. He says, is it worth it to get a custom shop or a somewhat high-end guitar? I guess the question is, what do you mean when you say a somewhat high-end guitar?
Like
Like an American Pro.
yeah, like a Pro or Ultra.
Trash. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, you could absolutely have an American Pro and be happy,
Keeping it real.
The problem is once you play these dumb things, those become like not as fun. I think.
Well, and I'm holding a $20,000 guitar right now, I think.
Yes.
And it frustrates me how good it is.
It is
It
frustrating.
shouldn't be this much better than a standard.
But it is.
But
Now-
Is it
It
four
is.
times?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna
Five
say.
times better?
Is it?
I was going to say more than 4 times.
At what
because
point?
you're talking about right under
Yeah.
3 for a standard right now. But I mean, could you go play live with the standard and be super happy? Yes. Yes, you could.
No.
Live? What is that? What is playing live?
I play in my room.
I mean,
With
like
my
you
video
don't have to
games
have a custom
and
shop,
movies.
but man, they're I would say worth it. Yes, because I do think that last
Well-
like 5% is pretty awesome.
Yeah, we've all talked about this before too, where it's
Yeah.
like it's at to which depth you want to go with it. How much of that matters to you, and if you play a guitar and it inspires you, then that's what it is. The hard part is I've never played a custom shop that didn't inspire me. I don't think that's frustrating. I have played production line things that didn't inspire me though, more often than not.
No, but in our argument to be reversed is we often say get a decent guitar, spend a bit more on your amp than you think you're going to spend.
That's true too.
The amp
Yeah.
is 80% of it.
Yeah, if you got a guitar that you absolutely love, I would say get an amp in that scenario. But that's also where I'm at right now. I'm like, amps are dope.
It's just so hard because the amp, you're like, it's like buying a
Well,
new record.
it's that tactile feel of the guitar, right? Like it's kind of But I mean, Sean, like you get inspired by that cheap knockoff Strat thing that you got sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
you just never know. You just never know
Yeah.
what's going to inspire you, and I don't think it always has to be that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I can agree with that. Yeah, and I mean that's another part of that situation too. Is like if you're looking to get something, you might find what you're looking for in an American Ultra. I would just play guitars and find what it is that's calling you.
We'll do like something like that, or like I think on like talking Les Pauls, I think I could go get a Wildwood Spec standard, which is
Yes.
only a few $100s more than the regular standard.
Yeah.
And probably be pretty darn happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When they kick butt too, they do a good job.
I mean,
Yeah.
there you go. I got Kevin Walsh sending me dad jokes here, texting me from he said I went from the red eye to the walleye, which I thought was pretty good. That was pretty good. Props to Kevin
Stop
Walsh
strumming low.
for the jokes.
Oh, is that somebody telling Sean to stop strumming?
No, it's Derrick. He said stop strumming low because it looks.
Oh,
Never
I
mind.
like it.
No,
That's great.
it was a good inside joke for a minute. Then
I get it now.
I'll strum.
I thought it was just annoying because the sound.
Now, if
of
I
it-
was strumming, it would be look weird until you gotta lean back and you can say, "Oh yeah, it's my sound. It's my guitar."
I just show up.
It's the sound. It's the sound. Never mind. I thought it was the look.
It's both. So Sean, tell me about. I saw a picture of you looking like you had a good time at the little music thing at the Sunrise on Saturday. Good
Yeah.
experience.
Pictures of me, I
Everybody
was
sound
good.
good?
It
Oh,
was a good experience. So Dave Godsey ran sound, which was cool. We got down there, and so I didn't know it started at 4, but apparently it started at 4. We got there at 6. So we caught 30 minutes of the show, and then it ended. It was supposed to go till 8. But otherwise, I mean, everybody played good. I thought they did good.
It was good.
It was a good test runner, I think, for something they're going to try and do more of, is what it sounds
That's cool.
like. So,
That's really cool.
who knows? I don't know if they are going to do more. They might. But,
They're going to try to.
yeah. Frank was talking to me about that. He was like, if you can help us find acts, he was like, that would be cool. It's like, well,
It's all up to you, Sean.
I know.
Sean's the man.
Well, this is the
Get your
fun
act
part
together.
because I was talking with the guy who sort of organized the whole thing, and he was like, well, the first band played, and then they had to play really early because they had something else that night, and they played shorter than they thought. And the second band was supposed to play longer, but they played shorter than they even thought to. So the whole thing was over an hour and a half before it was supposed to be over. So people were showing up as it was ending.
Yeah.
It was great.
That's usually the opposite problem, right? Like the band plays too long, and then the changeover takes longer. Then it's supposed to be done at 10. You're done at 1 o'clock in the morning, and yeah.
But that's young people and young bands, and they just didn't coordinate it right. And it's okay. It was still good though. The sound was fantastic.
Yeah, sound was great.
And Logan and Aiden at the end did really good.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, they did.
Moving on, boys.
Ned says he played his Falcon and his Flying V over the weekend. Ned, I saw pictures of you playing your Falcon, I do believe, on the old Instagram.
See this.
4-lane Blacktop says he has some 90s Mexican strats to play and sound excellent. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the Mexican stuff sounds and plays great. I think that new player series that we had, that strat, is the best Mexican guitar that I've played or seen or felt in a long time. That was inspiring. I thought that was cool.
I agree.
Well, Mayor McCheese has a pretty cool comment here. He said, speaking of inspiration, what sort of things are you guys seeing from guitar manufacturers that inspires you for the future?
Who wants to go first?
Headless guitars. No, I'm just kidding. those are all evil. They should die. I hate those. I don't know, man. I feel like maybe I'm the wrong one to answer because I just want old things. So,
well, that's a good point. I was thinking,
that
the manufacturers do this whole cycle where they do new crazy paint colors, hot pickups, and that was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And now it's sort of back to the classics.
Well, I'll throw some curveballs in there. You ready? So, Levi Perry not only just putting in effects into guitars, but doing it in a way that it feels like it's a part of the instrument and less of a way that feels like, oh, you just attached a pedal.
Just an add-on. Yeah.
Yes. He's crushing that. That excites me. The quality to which we're able to make certain products, like think about like pickups and stuff like this. We had a really cool conversation with Mark Ignisi on that about how in depth they go to really get all the details of vintage pickups. That's really inspiring to me. I look forward to seeing how that comes out.
I like that point.
Yeah, it's neat. And then pedals are getting nuts. And I like too that in the pedal world, we've gone back to taking tape machines and figuring out, okay, how do we make it better, more reliable, stuff like that per Echo Fix. Same thing with Germanium and Benson and stuff.
And I can jump in with amps. There's, from lots of small boutique amp makers are really starting to get their wind behind the sails. And you got, Marla just launched, but, great amps companies like Carr that have been around for a while are starting to get another push into the market. The one you stole from me.
Yeah. Can we say the name of that one?
Yeah, you can say it.
GMI, baby.
That's a great amplifier.
That thing has ate me up.
There's only like 20 of them out there, maybe. Maybe 10.
Are we in like a golden age of amplifiers?
I think so, right? Like in a way.
I think we've reached this point where we're all trying to get the modelers and the digital, and we've realized that's not getting what we wanted.
Yeah. I mean, that stuff's kind of lame, in my opinion.
I appreciate the technological push to get there.
Yeah,
it's cheaper. It's quiet.
But I think that has pushed the amp companies to get better. I think part of the reason that so many of the amp companies are making great tube amps right now is because they're competing also with those digital modelers. You know what I mean? Because if you can have every amp you ever dreamed of at your fingertips, a tube amp you're going to buy has got to be pretty good. if you're going to buy something new, not vintage or not Fender or not Marshall, you know what I mean?
Well, and like I'm seeing these modelers are trying to get every sound, but it's just not quite there. I've tried them.
Yeah.
One of my favorite brands.
Well,
and they're expensive.
The best tone ever. It was funny. I watched a Sturgill Simpson interview last night, and he talked about this, how they recorded at Abbey Road, right? Huge room. They go into this huge live room, and he's just got a Princeton sitting in the middle of this room, cranked, and that's it. He's like, it was kind of funny. He's like, because that's all it was this Princeton cranked. And
but it sounds huge.
You can't beat the sound of a cranked up tube amp. I don't think. Anytime
I
I
agree
hear
with that.
It's hard to compare.
Speaking of cranked up tube amps, Baxter, you'll love what my backline amp is on this trip. Any guesses?
Is it Blues Junior?
It's the Evil Twin, the Red Knob Twin.
No kidding, really?
Yeah.
Is it awesome? Is it everything you ever dreamed of?
It actually is really good. I mean, I just got it set like sort of neutral, clean in my pedal. I have pedals, but
Do me
I
a
just
favor.
thought it was funny when they wheeled it out. It weighs 8,000
Try the
pounds.
drive channel.
I did. I feel like it needs a tube.
That was my tone in New York.
I hope
No
that you
pedals.
didn't need a tube like this one did, but it's actually really good.
That's
you
a
go.
great picture.
Is this the round table of amplifiers?
That's the meeting of the tube amps talking about the future of how they're going to fight the modelers.
Evil AI
I
modelers.
like it. I like
God.
Nixon in the background there. That's
It's
cool.
a
You like
picture of us all.
Derrick has become the master of great thumbnails.
Listen,
Even if you don't watch
James
our
White,
videos, go just look at our thumbnails, scroll through them. The recent
look
ones.
at them. They're pretty
They're
good.
great.
Just the art ones like that.
They've gotten pretty damn spiffy.
He said he's going to vow to make a whole year's worth of thumbnails when he comes back.
I like it.
I like it.
Just for us, not even videos we have.
Have you guys seen James White comment about, are we going to talk about Butcher getting better? I feel I'm only halfway through the finale, so I feel like I can't talk about this yet.
Oh, you haven't seen the finale all the way through yet?
My Prime TV is struggling here in Canada on the Wi-Fi.
Dude.
I am like very far north with
Dude,
no civilization. So
it gets nuts.
I'm halfway through.
It's kinda nuts.
I'm halfway through.
It gets
But,
crazy, dog.
It does get nuts. It's a little crazy. I was hoping for a bit more in a weird way. Yeah, it definitely doesn't wrap things up. That's all I'll say.
It leaves you feeling like dejected. You're like,
Really? Oh, that makes me sad. Now
in
I'm
a
not
good
watching
way. In a
it.
good
Done.
way.
I'm not watching.
No, you
Are
gotta
we only
watch.
gonna do? You think it's only one more season though? Think they'll wrap it all up next season?
Definitely. Yeah. Well, there's
Definitely.
going to be another season of Gen V, and then there's going to be another season of.
I guess I need to watch the Gen V junk, but I just
You
don't
got
have
to.
the
I
motivation.
haven't watched that yet.
It makes season 4 make sense, like the virus and all that stuff.
Okay, listen, we got to answer Life is Gucci. Life is Gucci says, last question. I was trying to stop bugging you. You're not bugging. That is actually literally the point of the live stream, for you to ask ridiculous questions. This is not a ridiculous question, though. He says, if I try and go custom shop, where does the price start? I know it can go crazy, but what's a decent base? That makes sense. Actually, there is a base price, and the lowest base price is like right at $4,200 right now. That's no aging. That's
$4,200.
Yeah. So
That's your entry.
now,
And the
obviously, there
ceiling-
are used options that can be quite a bit less, but
I gotta stand up for that one.
there you go.
It can go all the way up to God knows
It can go up to stupid, ridiculous,
absurdity.
But and I see a lot of them once people add all the things they want in the aging, or like in that. What do you think, Baxter? Like 5.5 right now, probably.
Yeah, I think you're once you start doing paint overs and
Yeah. Even without that, I mean, just
You're
doing
in
any
the sixes.
relicking and hand wound pickups and all that stuff, you're probably in the 5s,
we've seen some coming close to 7.
which is great. I mean, that used to be like master built all day long, and now that is like the top of the custom built stuff. So,
But anyway, 4 to 6s.
yep.
That's right.
Where they live.
Nutty.
Hopefully that helps.
Old Jason wants to know, how much would it cost for a custom shop to have broadcaster on the headstock?
Woo!
You cannot do it. You can't do it.
man.
You can only do it whenever Fender has licensed it for a very short period of time, usually on an anniversary.
That last run was insane, though. That
was
Vincent
great.
broadcaster,
I know.
like I know they didn't make very many, but
We got
Man,
that one.
was-
That was
that is a guitar I will dream about for.
It's funny to think that guitar did not sell immediately. It was
didn't.
here for like a few weeks.
yeah. Yeah, it sat here for a minute, didn't it? Yeah, a couple weeks.
Well, just before people
Realized they're like, "Oh, Vincent's the best ever."
now he's going to have a 30-year waiting list.
Never, you will never get.
So if you
one
want a
of these.
Vincent, you have to put an order in with his children now. They're young, like under 7, I think.
They do a good job. Though.
But no, they'll be building by the time
Oh,
his
yeah.
queue is available.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start pitching for him now. They do a great job.
Vincent's
Okay,
kids.
here we go. So, Darsky Z says, Dark Skyzy says, have to thank you guys. I asked you not long ago here about Les Paul versus PRS.
Easy.
I was like, what is that? But no, my brain wasn't working. I remember this actually. I remember you asking this question. He says, I went single coil or single cut 594, and this is my best guitar, no question. That's awesome. You know, I mean, that's the right option for lots of folks. So, you know, what are you gonna do?
I'm waiting for Jonathan to go more.
I know. It's like, here we go. No, that is.
No, I've had the same battle internally too.
Yeah.
I tend to go Les Paul more because I like the flaws.
Yeah.
Right.
I like the absurdities of it. But then when you play then you play PRS and you're like, it's all so perfect. It's so easy.
I think I decided I want a PRS that looks like, I don't think I could do the single cut 594 because I want a Les Paul. I think I'd rather have like the hollow body 594. You know what I mean? Because it's more like, oh, this is a different guitar.
That special semi-hollow has got
Yeah.
my heart right now. And the DGT.
There's some good ones.
Yeah, I'm frustrated. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Arif says, question, do you polish your frets and how often? The question is when am I not polishing my frets? That's the question. I'm a
I
serial
polish
fret
my
polisher.
knob.
I polish mine every time I change strings. And I'm just talking about I hit it with those little D'Addario like micro things. But
I never
just
polish
'cause,
mine.
You know, yes. That's
Like ever.
You knew that.
I polish mine. It's usually every two months. Once I
Sean's
notice
probably
a
the
ding.
reasonable like in between Baxter and I.
Yeah.
Like I probably over polish. Baxter doesn't polish. Sean probably
I'm
does
not
a reasonable
like-
amount.
You should do.
Goldilocks, baby.
I just, yeah. I mean, these should be restrung again because it doesn't have, because I think Audrey, whoever owns these, doesn't like good strings.
Yeah, no, the worst.
We should put elixirs on these.
We should do something crazy. I got some ideas.
Let's put gold-plated strings on it.
Yeah, there you go.
Just to piss her
Okay,
off.
listen. Recline says if you had an unlimited budget for a guitar, private stock, master built, or Murphy Lab. I think that probably the answer at that point is you can't really go wrong. You just got to figure out what you want and what's right for you. You know what I mean? Because all those are fantastic.
I think because I have access to so many great master builds in Murphy's, like, well, even though we're not Gibson dealers, but in my hand, I might go private stock.
I mean, you can't. The sky is kind of more the limit. It seems like on private stock in some weird way, right? Like those ones with the blacked out fretboards where they're like the negative and then it switches. You know what I'm talking about where it's like black with the white birds and then it switches to white with the black
I
birds.
think I would go wicked crazy private stock.
That could be awesome.
I mean,
If money was literally if it was totally unlimited.
Like gold leaf. Like the weirdest one I heard about, like Clay was telling us, was the hollow body that the guy paid to have the gold leaf inside the hollow body. Just so you could see it through the F holes.
I think you should do that and put no pickups in it.
Just have
Do you remember that one with the no pickups? The horrible
yeah,
ones,
no face. Who he was here? Fred was here a while ago, and he has another one that's awesome. He got it with a P90 in it in the neck.
Yeah. The
Awesome.
Paizo's good. The P90 rips though.
Yeah, that was the one.
That rips.
That's the one.
Gordon made a good point. He said unlimited budget and not going vintage. Yeah, that's probably,
Whoa. Gordon's
unlimited.
here.
The
Where
Hoss
have you
himself.
been?
The
Where have
Hoss
you been?
himself. God bless.
It's
Oh,
about
Gordon.
time. Surrender's here as well.
Oh,
Everyone's here,
That's
man.
nice. Cindy's
Listen,
here.
Alex says living at the beach, I do every string change, talking about polishing his frets. The semichrome polish works good. That lizard spit polish works really good too. But I only do it every few months. I do the little D'Addario thingies every time just to knock off the. But yeah, when I used to live in Charleston, my frets would get so nasty. It was.
We're raised to interrupt. Our famous Dolphin Trainer Z
What?
is the funniest string changer.
Yeah, no, he is.
He has this whole like sort of Dexter's sort of get ready to kill somebody lab setup. He wears his strange glove across his whole arm. It's
I
amazing.
like to think of it more like an S&M room.
I like to think of that is because his skin
You
is
know,
so
like a
smooth. I like to
sex
think
room.
he's
Attracts
protecting his
physique.
skin. You know,
Well, exactly. That's why I think more sexual. Like he's in there and he's like all soft. Like he goes in
He's
there,
just
It's soft.
he shaves all the hair on his body
supple.
except for his head. Like
Supple.
everything's gone. Walks
That's
in there,
right. No
lathers
eyebrows.
up with Crisco, and he slithers into the room. You know?
He does
I
anyway.
hope he's watching this. That would make me so
He
happy
doesn't
if
watch
he's
these.
watching right now.
He has a
I
job.
just wish that for some reason today he was watching.
Well, he's a job in the ocean.
I just remember meeting him. The first time we met him, we slept on bunk beds together.
And he is really soft.
That's true. At NAM. Good old NAM.
We like
the
it.
normal days.
I believe we've got a Sam in here as well. We unfortunately are once upon a coconut water. I think it's all been drunk. I think Derrick, they got Derrick on the coconut water train, baby. He was drinking coconut water daily. He still does.
That might have jump started his health kick.
That boy is, y'all don't get to see him enough. That boy's getting healthy. He's getting fit. Looking good.
It's true. It's true.
It's been an all-you-can-eat week here. So
That's
we'll see
okay.
if see if I've gained some weight back.
Nah, it's
Well,
cheat week, baby.
It's good weight though. It's not processed, disgusting food weight.
Yeah.
So it's healthy weight. That's okay.
The
It's
mighty
all
Woodrow.
going straight to that man hammer.
It is. I mean,
Sean,
all right.
I was going to ask you, Sean, are we going to get the green light for this weekend's trip, you think? Have we figured
think
it out?
so. I've talked a little bit to her about it. She doesn't seem to care. It's pretty much wide open. So I need to make the call. I got to see. I might need to be on call for Saturday, though. So we'll have to check it out. We'll talk about
Okay.
it.
All right, we'll
When
talk
do
about it.
When do you get back?
I get back tomorrow night. So we would leave on Thursday.
Okay. That gives us a day.
So,
Let me check it
yeah.
out. We'll piece
who
it
wants
together.
to see Sean and Derrick do a video from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Come on now.
I do kind of.
There we
Yeah.
go. Little live
That's
stream
right.
action. Bouncing around.
Oh,
I don't wanna say
surrender.
It sounds terrifying.
Surrender.
What's surrender do?
He sent us $50.
Brought you
from
guys
Apple.
lunch.
Yes.
You know what that means?
Sweet.
That's
baby.
why he's the best.
Yes, we can do it. It's going to cost probably just about that much.
No, because yesterday we went to Bojangles.
Mr.
And I was
Bojangles.
so excited. It was like $13 for the two of us.
That's insane. How
And
can
for
it be
those of you-
$13?
For those of you that don't know, Surrender was the one who sent us the Hot Dog
Yes.
Yes.
Danger Zone guitar. That guitar belongs to Surrender.
Highway
those.
to the danger zone.
You know,
He sent us lots of strange things.
yeah.
All
we-
sorts of strange things.
The hot dogger video should be shared. So if you know any
What?
groups, post it everywhere just to get it out there. It's not about a like more views thing. This is more so just that's a cool video.
It's America. I mean, I'm biased here, but I'm just quoting comments. There were some comments that said it was the most American thing they'd ever seen. That's all I wanted to say.
I got something more American. Okay, boys,
Give
you
it
ready
to
for
us.
this? Last week on Kill Tony,
Oh, I saw it.
they had Joe Biden and Donald Trump on the show.
That was
It was
pretty
awesome.
American as well. Yeah, I saw that.
That was amazing. I was like,
It-
this is
It was
incredible.
amazing actually. I thought
wish
about you,
that
Sean, when I saw
was
it.
real.
It was
He's
totally
not a
real.
good man.
Totally
It
real.
wasn't very funny.
It was good.
2.5 hours, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it was amazing. I have watched every bit of it.
I haven't watched it. I saw like clips.
It's incredible. If Derek
Maybe it's
hasn't
a-
watched it yet,
Nice.
download it, listen to it on the plane. It's hilarious.
All right, two movies that just came out or are coming out. Apparently, the new Twisters movie is supposed to be awesome,
It's blowing up in the theaters.
Good.
blowing up in the theaters. And then we've got Deadpool next week.
Deadpool's going to be
Deadpool.
exciting.
Are we taking votes for next Tuesday's Tightwad Tuesday?
God, I hope Deadpool's
Deadpool, right?
out.
And then Twisters maybe later on.
I go see Twisters, and I'd see both.
Double feature.
I
I'm
would
just
double
going to
feature.
say, I don't really care about Twister.
I don't either, but I'd still see it.
As a kid, the first one meant something. The second
Helen
one,
Hunt.
I'm kind of like, I don't know.
That's kind of how I
I
feel.
feel like I should watch it though. It's a moment.
I don't
you
care.
know? It's like the fourth Matrix. You know, you had to watch that.
That was so bad.
It was
All right.
terrible. It made no
We got-
sense.
We got two comments we got to address here. The Mighty Woodrow, because we love the Mighty Woodrow. We always address his comments. He said, "Did you see Anderton's unboxing demo of Slash's Magnetone? I've not watched it yet. I do think ours is coming because I think I saw the invoice for Magnetone.
Ours has been built.
Yes,
That's right.
so ours we should have our own here soon, which is kind of awesome.
So you'll have to watch our not unboxing.
We might even have the almighty Woodrow come be a part,
Or maybe we'll have Slash come and play it.
Yeah, we told him he's apparently. What did he say he had? Leather? Was it leather pants or purple bell bottoms? I forgot what he had.
I don't know.
He's got some piece of clothing that he told me. He was like, "I'm going all out," and I was like,
I mean,
yes.
I feel like leather pants are the way.
Leather
Like,
pants,
a lot of
Always.
chains.
assless leather chaps would be
I have
fantastic.
There you go.
Oh, I know.
Perfect.
You
I
do.
really do.
Okay, now here's the other question I think we should answer.
We'll wear 'em. It'd be great.
From our friend Arif. It says guitars are not trashed after 10 years like computers or iPhones, hopefully. What is going to happen to the guitar industry once enough guitars are sold? That will never happen because us guitar players are addicted and we want more guitars.
More.
Yeah, I don't what do you guys think?
I mean, if that were the case, I feel like it would have stopped a long time ago.
That's true.
I got a better point, though. You want to go?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Martin has built just over 2 million guitars in their whole entire history. From number one to now, over 2 million. That's still not enough for every single person on the planet to have a guitar.
Well, the
Not
scale
even
of
close.
which Martin has built
Yeah.
is increased dramatically from once they opened the Mexican factories.
Oh.
You look at the production numbers, insanity. USA production has a cap on it. My thought, so this is the amount of quit to the sticking with it ratio has changed with the new learning capabilities. So we have instead of 90% quitting guitar after the first 6 months, it's about 80%. So our guitar buying populace has doubled. And I think the manufacturers know that and do the math, and they're going to keep production up to match that because people still want new guitars.
I think so.
Stop noodling, Johnny.
I can't help it.
I'll never stop noodling.
Oh, don't we know it?
It's like being in a band with Peter Elman.
I'm looking at my.
Let's see. Jonathan is going to have to retire from the live stream here momentarily. Sadly.
You're on the bush.
That's right. Going exploring.
No. Biden dropped out. Trump didn't drop out.
Johnny, when do you get back?
Jim.
I think I'm going back. I got to be back in Montreal Sunday. I think my flight doesn't actually land until Monday. Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
So see you next week for sure.
I shall see you guys there. Derrick, and you're back tomorrow. You fly?
Yeah, we get back late tomorrow night.
Okay, cool. Well, I will see you guys early next week.
Cool.
Well, Johnny,
Stay
you signing
safe.
out now?
I love you all.
Yes. Stay handsome.
Stay hairy.
Have fun. Goodbye.
See you, buddy.
Love you.
Oh, yeah.
And then there were 3.
That's right.
How it was meant to be
I love it. Let's see.
from the beginning.
Just looking through the comments here. If there's any last minute things we'll throw in here, have some fun with.
Before we have to get back to the shop. We only have a few minutes left.
Oh, yeah, we do. I didn't realize.
We got 1 minute.
I thought we had
We got to go.
10 more. I was like,
Well, Tom, we'll be back to regular Wednesday live streams here. We just did this because of our travel schedule, so we'll be back to the regular Wednesdays at 10 o'clock.
And it will be awesome.
It'll be great. It'll be magnificent. It's gonna be wonderful.
I'm going to say thanks for joining us. What do you got, Sean?
I think we're good. I don't see really anything to.
Don't forget our road to 100,000. We're going to give away that PRS soon. I think we need to give it away in the next week or so.
That's right.
So probably next live stream.
Next live stream, we'll give it out.
Next week.
It'll be ripping.
That's when it happens. It's perfect. It's a week from that's the day.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm gonna go open the guitar shop.
We'll see you guys later.
See you guys. Thanks, Surrender,
Right,
for lunch today, buddy.
Yes. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
That's
That's sweet basils.
Yeah.
Derrick, we love you. We'll talk to you later.
All right, guys. See ya.